Good morning, students. This is grade 7 Computer Science, chapter 2. Chapter name is Formulas and Functions. Okay, so these concepts are covered in MS Excel. What does mean by MS Excel? It is nothing but one type of spreadsheet software. Why we are using? What is the use of that spreadsheet software? It is used to manipulate, organize and analyze the data in rows and columns. Okay. So many spreadsheet software are available. Here we are using MS Excel 2007 version. Okay. So many versions are available in MS Excel 2003, then 2007, 2010, 2013. Okay. I will explain the concepts which are covered in this chapter. Here I said this is a one type of spreadsheet software. So another example for spreadsheet software, Lotus 123, Calc, etc. Okay, so let me see what are all the topics we are going to study in this chapter. That is the agenda of this video classes: formulas, entering a formula, then cell references, copying a formula. Before we discuss about this topic, let me see that how to open the MS Excel, then some concepts we will I will explain in that. That means what is meant by cell, then cell references, then name box, then worksheet. Let me see first one, how to open the MS Excel. So go to start menu, that start, but click the start button. Here you have to choose the all programs. There you have to choose the Microsoft Office. So the Microsoft Office is a one type of package, that is this, it contains a many packages. So MS Excel is a one type of MS Office packages. Okay, here you have to choose Microsoft Office. There you have to select Microsoft Office Excel 2007. I will explain the concept, formulas and functions by using the versions MS Excel 2007. Okay, let me see. So this is MS Excel workbook. So this workbook contains many, that means multiple worksheets. See here, it is the sheet names are given here. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. By default, the name will be like this: sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4. We can open many sheets in this Excel workbook. Okay, that is worksheet. It is nothing but worksheet. So each and every worksheets are made up of that is thousands of rectangular boxes. Okay, so these rectangular boxes are called cell. Okay, so what is meant by cell? A cell is nothing but intersection of rows and columns. Cell is nothing but intersection of rows and columns. See here, the border around the cell, border is appeared around the cell. So this cell I have selected. So here columns and rows, I said no, cell is nothing but what? Intersection of rows and columns. Here columns are identified by letters, that means A, B, C, D, like that. Okay, rows are identified by using numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so many versions are available in Excel 2003, then Excel 2007, then 10, 13. Okay, here that Excel 2003, we used some particular number of rows and columns. So how many rows we used in Excel 2003? 65,536. 65,536 rows we used and 256 columns we used. In Excel 2007, this is Excel 2007. Here how many rows we used, I will explain. See, we can see here itself. when we are pressing control plus down arrow, this is the last row. 10,48,576 rows. Okay. If you are pressing control plus left, that means right arrow, you can see that number of columns. Here the columns are represented using letters. Okay. So I will tell the total number of columns we used in Excel 2007 and latest version is 16,384 columns we are using. Okay. Now you have understood the concept cell. Okay. How we can move the how we can reach the first cell in the worksheet. Just you have to press control plus home key. Okay. Now this is the first cell. Okay. Here in each and every worksheet we can identify the cell with the help of the address. That means each and every cell is having unique name. That means it's having own name. How we can identify with the help of the rows and columns. Here, see this is the name box C4. So C4 is the address of this cell. Okay. Another way how we can refer, here when we are selecting the cell, that corresponding rows, corresponding columns and rows are highlighted. Corresponding column and rows are highlighted, and also that address is displayed in name box. Did you understand? So this is the formula bar, and also whatever we are typing inside the cell, it is displayed in the formula bar also. See here, for example, here I am typing ABC like that. Okay. We can change the font size also, then only you can see the visible manner. Here A, B, C. I have typed some font in this cell, inside the cell. It is appeared on the formula bar also. Did you understand, student? So this is the basic concept. Already you have studied in your lower classes. That's no problem. Once again I have taught to you. Okay. Next, we will see the concepts. What are all the concepts we are going to see? I said no, that is formulas, then entering a formula, then cell references, copying a formula. Okay, what does mean by formula? Having any idea? That is, formula is nothing but equations which is used to perform mathematical operations. What are all the mathematical operations? The basic operations we can perform: additions, subtractions, multiplications, a percentage, finding average. Okay, here we can write an expression using, that means expressions you by using by using formula. Okay. Here we can write the expressions by using formula. Here we can represent the formulas using values and using cell references. Using values and using cell references. So here we can write the expressions of formula using values and using cell references. I will explain with the help of the MS Excel sheets. Okay. We will see here. First, using values. Okay. Using values, I will make this cell as big. Here we can increase the column width and we can increase the row height. Column means we can increase only width. Row means we can increase only height. Here going to select the cell and Okay. Here, example is equal to, don't forget student, in each whatever formula we are using in MS Excel, all the formulas must begin with equal sign. All the formula must begins with equal sign. For example, is equal to 34 plus 78. 34 plus 78. See here, I used only values and operator. Here plus is an operator. This is equal sign. These are numbers. Okay. So these operator used to perform addition operations. Okay. After entering this, when we are pressing the enter key, we are getting the answer. So how much we have got? 112. Okay. Just we have added the number 34 and 78. Did you understand? This is using values. Here using values in a formula. Okay. The next one is using cell references. Using cell references in a formula. I will tell an example. See here. Consider the value, that means 34, then 67. Okay. So I am going to make it as big. Then only you can understand. Okay. Here the cell reference of this cell is, that is D6. Okay. The value 34 is in cell D6. Okay. Then the value 67 is in E6. Isn't it that cell reference of this value? Okay. So instead of using value directly, here I am going to use a cell references. Here the cell reference is what? For 34, D6. Okay. So D6. Here D6, then plus, then E6. D6, then E6. Did you understand, student? Okay. So after entering, after pressing the enter key, we will get the answer. See here, student, is equal to, then D6, then plus E6. So when you are pressing the enter key, we will get the answer 101. We will get the answer 101. Here we used cell references in formula. We used cell references in formula. So formula means what? It is nothing but equations which is used to perform some mathematical operations. Here we can write an expressions of formula in two ways, using values and using cell references. Okay. Did you understand? Here we used cell references. Once again I will explain. That means here I am entering the value 56. Here 23. Then at last is equal to, this a cell reference of this value 56 is D6. Okay. Then plus, then cell references of this 23 is E6. Okay. So D6 plus E6. Instead of using values, here I used cell references. Okay. After I am pressing enter key, we will get the answer 79. We will get the answer 79. Did you understand, student? Next one, simple and compound formula. What does mean by simple and compound formula? If we are using only one operator in that operations, that is known as a simple formula. That means if we are using more than one operator for performing calculations, that means compound formula. Okay. The next topic is entering a formula. Here we can enter a formula in two ways, using a mouse and using a keyboard. I will explain one by one. So how we can enter a formula using mouse? Let me see. So I'm going to erase all those things. Okay. Here. First. 23, 56, 67. Here I have entered three values. I have entered three values. Okay. See here. How we can enter the formula? By using mouse and using keyboard. Okay. Now I'm going to use key. That means I'm going to use mouse. Okay. See here. Equal sign. Then using mouse I'm going to enter the formula. First you have to press the type the equal sign. After that you have to click on cell D. Click on cell D6. Okay. Then after that you have to type the symbol plus. Again click on cell E6. After that you have to type the plus symbol. Then after that click on cell F6. That's it. Now if you are pressing the enter key, you will get the answer. So we can enter the formula using mouse. This is the step. So once again I will explain. So first you have to type the equal sign. Type the equal sign. So in G6 cell, okay, then you have to click the cell D6. Then after that you have to press the plus sign. Then after that you have to click cell E6. Then again you have to press the, you have to click the plus sign. Then after you have to choose a cell F6 by using mouse. Then finally if you are entering the key, that enter key, then you can get the answer. So we can enter the formula using mouse. Okay. Now here I am not going to use mouse. Then how we can use a keyboard? How we can enter the formula using keyboard? I will explain. First you have to press the equal sign. Then you have to press the left arrow. Then after that plus. Then you have to choose E6 and then plus and then again left arrow. Then that F6 is selected. So now if you are pressing the enter key, we are getting answer. Did you understand, student? So we can enter a formula in two way. That first way using a mouse, then second way using a keyboard. Did you understand, student? Okay. The next concept is, see here, cell references. I said, what is meant by cell references? It is nothing but cell address. So, in a spreadsheet, that means every cell in a spreadsheet has a unique cell address. Every cell in a spreadsheet has a unique address, is known as cell references. Okay, I will explain here. Three types of cell references we are using in MS Excel: relative cell references, absolute cell references, then mixed cell references. I will explain with the help of the MS Excel. So this is active, this lesson is fully activity based, so you can easily understand. I will explain. See here. So, first one is relative cell referencing. First one is relative cell referencing. With the help of the example, you can understand easily. See here, I have entered some students' details. That means their number, then name, then 3 subject marks. So, how much they have scored in each subject. So, what are all? English, Maths, CS. Here we have to find out the total of these 3 subjects for each student. Okay, how we can find out? When we are at, so we have to add these 3 marks to get the total marks of each student. So how we will do? See here, have to press equal sign. Don't forget student, in each and every formula used in MS Excel must begins with equal sign, must begins with equal sign. So I will increase the size. First, you have to press the equal sign. Then, you have to choose the cell. So, which 3 subjects marks you are going to add? So, you have to choose these 3 cells because that means marks are entered in these cells. That is D7, then E7, then F7. So, first you have to press the cell D7 plus, then E7 plus, then F7. Okay, after that we have to press the enter key. We will get the total marks of these 3 subjects for each student. Okay, again, no need to type the formula for getting marks for getting total marks of these students. So what we have to do? Just we can copy this formula and paste to all the cells. Okay, just we can copy, then and paste to it all the cells. Okay, we will get the answer. Did you understand student? Here what I have done, just I have entered formula in this first cell, that is G7. In the G7 only I have entered the formula. Just for remaining cell I have copied this formula. Immediately we will get the answer. So what happened here? That means here we have copied the formula to other cells. That means when we are doing this, we will notice that cell refers the automatically adjust to refer to the corresponding row. Automatically adjust to refer to the corresponding row. See, if we want to see the reference of this cell, means just pressing when you are clicking the mouse button, we can see that cell references of this cell. Okay, then after that, here see here, that's references of this cell D7, E7, F7. Here D8, E8, F8. Here D9, E9, F9. So when we are copying here, when we are copying the formula to all the cells, here the cell references are changed. Here the cell references are changed in relatively. Cell references are changed in relatively. So this is known as relative cell referencing. This is known as relative cell referencing. So these cell references that adjust itself, the cell references adjust itself when the cell is copied, is called relative cell referencing. So when we will use this relative cell referencing, when we have to copy the formula for a range of cells. For a range of cells, we can use the relative cell referencing. Here I used only 5 students marks. Okay, I have calculated only that 5 students total marks. Okay, suppose if I'm calculating 1000 students mark total marks, so there instead of typing a formula in each and every cell. Once we typed a formula in first cell, we can copy the formula to other cells also. So that situations we can use a relative cell referencing. Did you understand, student? Okay. The next one is absolute cell referencing. Absolute cell referencing. What is the meaning for absolute cell referencing? Having any idea? Absolute cell referencing. Here, when we are copying the formula, here it does not change. Okay, the cell references does not change. I will explain. Here, we have to find out the total marks as we did in relative cell referencing, no? So like that we have to find out the total marks, then press this key, then plus symbol, then after that here enter, then you can copy this formula. Okay, now we have found the total marks. Okay, we have found the total for each students. Next, we have to find out the average. We have to find out the average. So how we can find out the average? The total divided by number of subjects. So how many subjects I have mentioned here? 3 subjects. So the total divided by 3. Instead of using 3 directly here, I am going to use that value 3 which is referenced, which is mentioned in the cell I6. Which is mentioned in the cell I6. Don't forget, student, a cell is nothing but intersection of rows and columns. So how we can refer this cell using the rows and columns? Here the column here column is I, then row number is 6. So I have mentioned the value 3 in which cell? I6. Okay, did you understand? I am going to use the value which is given in I6 to calculate the average mark. Okay, see here is equal to total. So total is in which cell? G7 and G8, G9. So these ranges. So first G7, then divided by I6. So I will get the answer. I will get the average of first student. Okay, just I am going to press the enter key. So here I have got the average of a first student. Okay, so next what we are going to do? I am going to copy this to all the cell. What will happen? I did not get average of remaining student. Why? Because see here the cell reference is what? G7 divided by I6. G7 is what? 234. Then I6 value is 3. See here the cell reference G8 I7. But here there is no value in the cell reference I7. That means there is no value in the cell I7. Cell reference I7. Here I used only the value 3 in the cell reference I6. I have to use these value to these all the cells. So just I have to copy these cell value only. That cell reference it contains value 3, no? So for what we have to do, we have to log this value. We have to log this value and we have to log. After that we are, if we are copying that formula, we will get the answer. Okay, I have to use the value 3 which is given in cell reference I6 to all the cells. So that is the best idea here. I have to use that symbol dollar. Okay, how we can log this value of this cell I6 cell reference? Here we have to log this cell reference. How? We have to use dollar symbol in front of the column as well as in front of the row number. because don't forget student, cell means that is the intersection of row and column. So I used a dollar symbol in front of the column as well as in front of the row number. Now when you are pressing the enter key, we will get the answer 78. Now you can copy this formula to all the cells. You can get the average value, the correct average value. So what I have done here, when we are copying the formula in absolute cell referencing, I'm telling, when we are copying the formula, the value does not change. Okay, so what we have to do, we have to make it absolute. So how we can make it absolute? That means here we should log this cell reference value, this cell reference. How we can log this cell reference? How we can log this cell? That means by giving dollar symbol in front of column as well as row. Now we will check here. Check the cell references. See here, G8, then that cell reference value, that means I6 value. Here the cell reference is not changed. Only that G8, that means total cell references only is changed. Then here that I6 value is not changed. Just we have copied this value to all other cells. Just you refer here. Sorry student. See here. Here G9 slash $I$6. Here see G10 slash $I$6. And also we can refer this cell ranges also. See here. Sorry student, once again I will do. It's having some mouse problem. See here. See here, in each and every cell, that cell references of total only will be changed. But the cell references of I6, that means a cell reference of that value 3 is not changed. Okay, it takes only the value 3 to all the cells. Okay, for performing, for calculating average. Did you understand student? Okay, so absolute cell referencing, when we will use absolute cell references, when you have fixed value, that need to use in the formula, when you have fixed value that need to use in the formula, you can use absolute cell referencing. Did you understand student? Okay, the next one is mixed cell referencing. Here I used multiplication table. Multiplication table means here when we are multiplying 3 into 3, here we have to get the answer 9. So 3 into 6, 18. So 3 into 9, 27. So 3 into 12, 36. Okay. How we can get? Just simply have to choose that cell, this, and into, then here this. Okay, we will get the answer 9. Okay, after that what we have to do, we can copy here also, here, and in column wise, row wise also we can copy. Here see, we are getting correct answer. See, 3 6 are 18. Instead of 18, here we have got 54. Just here we have got wrong answer. So how we can solve this? Let me see. See here, we have to use the dollar sign also here, but a mixed cell referencing means it consists of both a relative and absolute. So what we have to do, we have to log that value, the column B and then the row 5. Here we have to log the column B and row number 5. Is it clear, student? So here we have to log the column B. How we can log the cell, that means log the cell B6. That means here that cell references of this value is B6. But here what we are going to do? We are going to log only the column. So here we have to use dollar sign. In this C5, we have to log only the row number. So here in front of the value 5, that row number 5, we have to use dollar sign. Next, we will get the answer 9. Now, if you are copying this formula to remaining cells, we will get the correct answer. Is it clear, student? See here. See. So, 3 3s are 9, 3 6 are 18, 3 9s are 27, 3 12s are 36, 3 15s are 45. When you are copying this formula to all the cells, we are getting correct value for this multiplication. Did you understand, student? So, in which situations we can mixed cell referencing? If we are using some particular area, that means if we want to log only column, if we want to log only that row, okay, that situations we can use that mixed cell referencing. So how we can log the cell, any cell, by using dollar sign, okay. Here I used a dollar sign. By using a keyboard I have typed. In some other way you can log by using function key. Here we can use F4, the function key F4. When we are pressing the function key F4, easily we can log the cell. Easily we can log the particular cell. So I hope you understood the 3 types of cell referencing. So here that relative cell referencing. Relative cell referencing means in first cell, if we are typing the formula, then no need to type the formula to all other cells. Easily we can get the values. If we are copying the formula to all other cells, we can get the correct value. Okay. The next one, absolute cell referencing. Absolute cell referencing means here when we are copying the formula, the value, that means it does not change. So here what we have to do, we have to log the cell. Okay, we have to log the cell. How we can log the cell? By using a dollar sign. Okay, when we are logging the cell by using a dollar sign, that means we can make the cell reference it absolute. We can make the cell reference as absolute. Okay, the next one is mixed cell referencing. Here mixed cell referencing, just we have log only the column and row. Here see here the column, here this is the column, these are all the column. Here I logged only the column B and row 5. Okay, did you understand? So this situations we can use the mixed cell referencing. So mixed cell referencing, it consists of absolute and relative cell references. Okay, the next topic is, see here, copying a formula. How we can copy the formula? Having any two methods we can use. In Excel, no need to type the formula again and again. No need to type the formula again and again. So we can copy the formula to all the cells. We can once we type the formula in one cell, we can copy the formula to other cells. It automatically changes the cell references. It automatically changes the cell references to apply the copied formula to the new cell. Okay, here two methods we are using to copy the formula. First one is using autofill handle. First one is using autofill handle. Another one is using copy and paste. I will explain one by one. See here. Consider this relative cell referencing. Okay. I am going to erase all those things. First, how you can calculate the total of the each student. Here the three subjects we have to add. So how many subjects are given? 3 subjects. We have to add these 3 subjects. We will get the total marks of each student. So here D7 plus E7 plus F7. After we have to press the enter key. We will get the answer. Okay. See here. First, using the autofill handle. Using the autofill handle, see in the top right, see the consider this cell. In this cell, the top bottom right corner, when you are keeping this mouse in bottom right corner, the plus symbol is appear. Isn't it or not? When you are keeping your mouse in bottom right corner, this cell only I have selected. I have selected this cell. When you are keeping your mouse in bottom right corner, the plus symbol is appeared. This is autofill handle. So after that, you have to drag the mouse across the column. Across the column, you will get the total of each student. Total marks of 3 subjects for each student. Did you understand, student? Once again I will do. See here. First I have entered the formula for getting the total marks of first student. So this is the cell reference is what? D7 and plus E7 plus F7. D7, E7, F7. So these cell references only I have entered marks. Okay. Then when you are pressing the enter key, you will get the answer. Now you select the cell. After selecting the cell, you keep the mouse in bottom right corner of this cell. The plus symbol will appear. This plus symbol is known as autofill handle. So after that, you have to drag the mouse across the column. Okay. For copying the formula, you will get the answer. So this is the method for copying the formula using autofill handle. Okay. So the next method. Next method is what I will explain. So copying a formula using copy and paste option. Copying a formula using copy and paste option. You can use a shortcut key by using keyboard. Otherwise, you can select the cut copy options which is available on the MS Excel. See here, clipboard options it is available. See here. First, select the cell and click copy option. Then you paste. Then after that you paste this. You can get the answer. So this is the method to copy the formula using copy and paste. Using copy and paste. Once again I will explain. See here. First, I have to copy this. First click the cell and click the copy button. Okay. Otherwise you can use shortcut key Ctrl plus C. Okay. Then after that select these cells. In which cells you are going to copy the formula. Okay. Then after that you have to press this. I have to select the paste option. Okay. Here that formula is copied to all other cells. Okay. Now I think you have understood how to copy the formula using autofill handle and using copy and paste option. Okay, instead of clicking copy button and paste button on your screen, you can use shortcut key. For copying, you have to use the shortcut key Control plus C. For paste, you can use the shortcut key Control plus V. Okay, so in this video class, what are all the topics we have discussed? That is, what are all the topics we have discussed, student? Um, Formulas, entering a formula, how we can enter the formula? Two way we can enter a formula, using a mouse and using a keyboard. Then cell references. Cell references, here we use three types of cell references, relative and absolute, then mixed. Then copying a formula. Here two methods we use to copy the formula, using autofill handle and using copy and paste option. Okay, thank you, student. I hope you understood my class. Next class we will see